Good morning, students. Today we'll start with the next topic of Unit 5, that is relationship between shear force and bending moment. In our last Zoom session, some of the students have asked this question, Sir, please tell this. So today we are discussing this part. See this beam on the top. It's a complete beam. It has an indefinite length and it is carrying a UDL, uniformly distributed load. And just try to take its small portion, that is AB beam, that is carrying a UDL. I have redrawn that part AB below, and the distance between A and B is delta x. Delta x means the distance is very small. Okay, the distance is very small. Now at A, if we will calculate the force, it will, let's say the force at A is F, and that is downwards, and the force at B is F plus delta F. The moment at A is capital M and at B will be M plus delta M. Okay. Load acting on the beam will be W into delta X, because W is the UDL and it is acting for a distance of delta X. So the load at AB will be equal to W into delta X. Shear force at A will be F. Shear force at A will be F, and shear force at B will be F plus delta F. F plus delta F. Okay. F plus delta F. Bending moment at A will be M, and bending moment at B will be M plus delta M. Okay. Now you will convert this UDL into a point load, into a concentrated load. So what will it become? W into delta X. See, I have drawn the figure, the beam again. See, it is W into delta X, and it will act exactly on the middle. So the distance from the point load will be delta X by 2 and delta X by 2 from A and B. Okay. So now applying the equilibrium equations, that is sigma Fy equal to 0 and sigma moment equal to 0. So first we will apply sigma Fy equal to 0, and we will take upward as positive and downward as negative. So using equilibrium equation, it will be minus F minus W delta X plus F plus delta F equal to 0. So F and F will cancel out, and you will get the equation, that is W is equal to delta F upon delta X. What does it mean? Delta F means change in shear force, and delta X is change in length. Okay, change in length. So here W is the load. So from this equation you will get that the load is the change in shear force divided by change in length. That will give you the load. Okay. Now coming to the next part, that is taking moment equation. Okay. So after taking the moment equation at B, how will you take? There is a clockwise movement at A and anti-clockwise movement M plus delta M at B, and you will take clockwise as positive. So from this we will start from the left, that is capital M clockwise, then minus of F into delta X. F, because F is the downward force and it will give anti-clockwise movement at B, so minus F into delta X. Then next F into delta X by 2 minus m plus delta m equal to 0. So here by solving this equation you will get delta m is equal to minus f delta x. Okay, so from here delta m by delta x is equal to minus f. Okay, so what does it mean? It means that the change in movement divided by the change in length will be equal to minus of shear force. Okay, and similarly you can also imply that for maximum shear force of bending moment, slope of bending moment curve is 0. Means the bending moment will be maximum where slope of bending moment is 0. That is delta m by delta x is equal to 0. But delta m by delta x is equal to minus f. Therefore f is equal to 0 for maximum bending moment and is 0 for maximum bending moment. Okay, so this is the relationship between bending moment and shear force and load.